Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back, once again, to Wheel Takes, a podcast about the Wheel of Time, a series of fantasy novels by Robert Jordan that Brandon Sanderson helped finish. My name's Gus. I've read all of them.
And I'm Allie, and I am on book 9.
Yes?
Chapter
18. This podcast only contains spoilers for what Allie's already read. We are recording this immediately after the last one we recorded. Yeah, we combined them a little bit. That's okay.
Because of Weddingeddon.
Yay! Allie!
Yes.
What's going on? It's these fucking chapters. It's gonna be short, isn't it?
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of no.
Yes. Allie, let me ask you a question.
What?
Where did we leave off?
Tuon and totally not Semirog.
Yes. Arrived. And today we're picking it up at chapter 15, In Need of a Bell Founder. What is this logo?
Dice!
Dice! Allie, do you have notes for chapter 15?
I do. Oh, good. Matt's alive.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
And with Eludra. Yay!
Yeah!
And then I wrote, oh no.
Yes.
And that's it.
All right, chapter 15, In Need of a Bell Founder, Matt chapter. The box-like wagon reminded Matt of tinker wagons he'd seen, a little house on wheels, though this one, filled with cabinets and workbenches built into the walls, was not made for a dwelling. Where is he?
He's in Eludra's house.
Eludra's, wagon. Where is Eludra?
With him?
Where?
In her house.
The circus. The circus is back.
Yeah.
Allie, holy fucking shit, the fucking circus is fucking back. Can you fucking believe it? Oh my god. Oh my god. And you know what they have this time? You know what they brought with them? That's right. They brought alum. They brought so much fucking alum. Oh my god. It's the alum apocalypse.
Did they really?
No. Do you want some alum? Are you having a bad day? Are you feeling down?
Yeah.
Poorly?
Yeah.
Does your dick not work?
All the time.
Alum. Will it help? No. But you'll have it.
What the fuck? What the fuck? That was unhinged.
You can pickle stuff with alum.
We cannot.
Do you have an enemy that you want to pickle?
We cannot.
Alum them.
We
Get
cannot.
some alum, everybody. $99.99 or 4 easy installments of $55.55 from your local Andorran grocer.
This is giving.
Call now 1-888-726-alum. That's right. And for a limited time,
You're still talking.
today only, if you call in the next 45 seconds, we will throw in a second alum absolutely free. That's right, everybody. 2 alums for the price of 1.
Talking.
Why wait? Order today. And if you order in the next 13 seconds, we will also kill your enemies. That's right. Alum has the power of the gods. Alum, everybody. From my Andor to yours. Good night.
Are you done?
Yes.
That gave me Billy Mays OxyClean energy.
I love that guy. He apparently was kind of weird. But
oh, really? He seems so normal.
you remember Vince from Slap Chop?
No.
You don't remember Slap Chop?
What is
ShamWow. The ShamWow guy.
Yeah, I know
He also did
ShamWow.
Slap Chop.
What is slap?
You're gonna
chop?
be slapping your troubles away with the Slap Chop. Let me show you this. Then you're gonna love my nuts.
What?
You'd never
Well, are we gonna watch Slap Chop? Oh my god.
we're just gonna a little bit of Slap Chop action because I don't want to talk about Thailand. Just a little.
Hi, it's Fitz with Slap Chop. You're going to be in a great mood all day because you're going to be slapping your troubles away with the Slap Chop. Now look, here's a potato.
It's like a
One slap,
chopper.
you got big chunks for stews. 2 slaps, home fries in a second. And look at this. If you add a mushroom, the more you do it, the finer it gets.
Oh!
Blades.
I kind of need that.
You love salad. You hate making it. You know you hate
He
making
just took a
salad. That's why you
carrot
don't have any salad in your
and
diet.
a
Or just
tomato.
one slap. Salad. I love pizza.
And he
too.
called it
Once in a while,
salad.
Get the veggies in. At least throw it on top of the pizza. You're going to change your eating
I
habits.
love this video. I watched it so much in high school.
4 or 5 seconds, it's done. This
I kind of want this
looks
though.
boring. Stop having a boring tuna. Stop having a boring life.
I'm sorry.
I hate having a boring tuna.
Have a nice tuna salad. Look at this. You're going to have an exciting life now. Look, here's a hard-boiled egg. One shot.
Wait, I kind of need this though.
You add the green onion. And what you can do, you can mix things together. You add the ham. And you're going to love this. You don't have time to make breakfast. Breakfast to go. You're going to love my nuts. Watch this. Almonds, walnuts. Comes with a cover. So you can do everything in the cover. All right? Or you can do it on the board, whatever you'd like. So easy. One finger. If I can do it with one finger, you guys can do it with your whole hand. Kids can do it. You know what they charge at the ice cream stores?
They did not give him a script.
Add a couple cookies if you want. So you can make it for 10 cents. The reason you're going to slap away every day is because it's so easy to clean. 1, 2. And pops open like that, like a butterfly to clean. Now, these other ones,
butterfly.
Bacteria gets in the food. All the stores have this. You can't clean it. You can't open this up. It's worthless. Forget about it. Now, take
He threw it in the sink.
And it was a perfect shot into the
Here you
sink.
go. De-skins the garlic.
Wait,
You can
I kinda
eat
want
more
this.
garlic. The onions with the skin. All right, this is making you cry, making me cry. All right, life's hard enough as it is. You don't want to cry anymore.
You're right.
The slab chop right there. The skin's at the bottom. Hey, look, so you want a little bit of onions. You don't want to drag out the food processor. The skin comes right off.
I like that they put an arrow in to show you where the skin is.
Cilantro, your hot peppers right there. You hit it like this. Guys, we're going to make America skinny again. One slap at a time.
We're going to make America skinny again.
One slap at a
One
time.
slap at a time.
All right, now that we've dithered for 5 minutes with the slap chop, the slap chop does everything that Alum does, but not the other way. Wait, sorry. Alum does everything the slap chop does. I'm gonna let the joke go for a minute. All right. Just like you can't let this deal go. $77.77. Alum. Airmail.
That was so smooth.
Direct to your doorstep. Direct from our doorstep. We will fire it out of a fucking cannon directly at your fucking house. Halwyn Nori is standing by.
Did we get that cannon from the Army surplus?
We sure did.
Did I tell that story on this podcast?
You did, I believe. You can tell it again if you want.
Well, I didn't know what an Army surplus sold. And I go, what's an Army surplus? And Gus goes, they have like, surplus Army supplies that you can purchase. And I was like, what? Like cannons? Anyway.
You know.
I don't know. I forgot that the Army has like tents and shit.
So, all of that having been said, Matt's there with the Ludra. Goes up to her, he goes, "Listen, Eludra," he said, assuming his most winning smile. "By this time, you must know the Shan-Chan won't look twice at fireworks. Those Damani do something called skylights that makes your best fireworks look like a few sparks flying up a chimney, so I hear."
I'm going to
no
nag
offense
her
meant.
first.
I know. So, what's Eludra? What are they talking about? What's going on? What's going on? What are we here for? And it's not Alum this time.
He wants to make bombs.
Does he?
Yeah, I thought he wanted to take her fireworks and turn them into bombs.
Yeah, he does. He wants the information.
Yeah, why did you doubt me?
I wasn't sure. I forgot.
Yeah, he wants to make bombs. And she's like, no. Illuminator code says no. And he goes, Illuminators don't exist anymore. Get with the times, sweetheart.
Yeah, and what does she want?
Oh, because apparently...
Also, the Illuminators Guild is gone.
Yeah, because the Shan-Chan, something happened. I can't remember what. But they turned them all into Dakoval. They killed a bunch of them, and then they turned the rest into Dakoval. They refused
to let Shan-Chan soldiers inside the compound and fought when they broke in anyway. Half the compound exploded, as I understand it. The Shan-Chan
probably
believed
to hide their secrets.
One of the Illuminators used the power, and Eludra... The Shan-Chan gathered up everyone left alive at the chapter house, and some Illuminators that had gone to Amador, and everyone in between who even looked like an Illuminator, and they made them Dakoval. That means, she goes, I know what it means. Fools. Great blind fools with the mighty. You must bend your neck. With the mighty, you must bend your neck a little and walk on, but they would not see it. She's very sad. She goes, you are wrong, my young friend. So long as one Illuminator lives, the guild, it lives too. And me, I still live. And what would you do if I gave you the fireworks? Harold, what accent am I doing?
I don't know.
Maybe I'll make her French.
I'm into it. Wait, didn't you? You had an accent for her.
Yes, but I don't know how to do that one well.
Which one was it?
It was Italian, but I can't do a proper Italian. I'll just read it. And what would you do?
I say you make her New Zealand.
I can't do New Zealand.
You gotta learn today.
No, I'm not doing that.
Today's a great day to face your fears. She's Billy Mays from OxyClean.
And what would you do if I gave you the fireworks? Hurl them at the Shan-Chan from the catapult, I suppose?
Oh my God, please. That's so funny.
I can't do that to poor
That's
Eludra.
so funny. Oh my God. She's Boston. She's Boston.
No, it's a specific cadence. I think it's supposed to be Italian the way it's written.
She's Bostonian. Oh no, she's New York Italian.
No, I'm not doing. I'm not making her Brooklyn. No,
Brooklyn
doesn't even work.
As long as one Illuminator stands.
What would you do if I gave you the fireworks? Hurl them at the Shanchan from the catapult, I suppose. Actually, that kind of works.
It works.
I know what it means, fools. Great blind fools. With the mighty you must bend your neck a little and walk on, but they would not see it. You're wrong, my young friend. So long as one Illuminator lives, the guild, it lives too. And me, I still live. I can't do that.
I fucking love it, though.
I know, it's fun, but I can't do that to poor Eludra. So he's like, hey, well, why the fuck not? Catapult the bombs at him. It'll be great. Or you can use those weird fucking tube things you got.
Okay, we make her Minnesotan. Okay. I can't do Minnesotan.
And she goes, this is not bad for one who only saw the lofting tubes a few days ago, but me, I have thought about this long before you. I had reason. I will set you the puzzle since you are so clever, no? You tell me what use I might have for a bell founder, and I will tell you all of my secrets, even the ones that will make you blush, yes?
Even the ones that will make you blush, yes?
My Brooklyn, New York Italian is just me impersonating my friend's dad. So I always have to go really low when I do it.
You can go into the nasal a little bit.
That's a different one.
No, that's the girl one.
Okay, sure.
They get a little bit more nasal.
All right, we're gonna keep moving.
Wait, what's Midwestern?
I'm Midwestern.
No, I know, but what's the stereotypical Midwestern?
This is the stereotypical Midwestern. I pitch everything up through my nose. It's basically my Fail voice is Midwestern. Are you talking Minnesota?
Minnesota. Give me a Minnesota.
Yeah, this is not bad for one who only saw lofting tubes a few days ago. But me, I thought about this long before you. I had reason. I'll set you the puzzle, and since you're so clever, no? You tell me what use I might have for a bell founder, and I'll tell you all of my secrets. Even the ones that'll make you blush, yeah?
Oh, hey, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We have to keep moving.
Oh, okay. Fine. I'm just having a good time.
I am too. It's 10:30 and we haven't started packing yet.
I'm going to pack in the morning.
Well, that's great. I have meetings all morning.
Well, that sucks for you.
What use might she have for a bell founder?
Ooh, actually. Early in the morning, I will pack.
What use might she have for a bell founder?
For a bell founder?
A bell founder.
The fuck is a bell founder?
It is a person who casts bells out of bronze.
Oh, I had an idea about this.
You did.
Is she making trebuchets?
He suggested using catapults or trebuchets.
But she's using bells.
She wants to hire a bell founder for something.
I had a theory, but I can't remember what I thought. What did I think?
I don't know, Allie.
If I already thought it, that's not fair. I'm just dumb right now, but I was smart earlier. Please tell me what I thought.
What are bells made out of?
Like iron?
Yes. And?
Bronze? Brass?
So they're made out of heavy metals.
Yeah. Is she making bombs? No.
She already has bombs. She has explosives.
I know. So they're going to put them in something. What did I think? I had thought it already, so it doesn't count if you tell me what I thought. You're not going to tell me if I'm right or not. Just tell me what I thought.
What comes after trebuchets?
Cannons. They're making cannons.
That is what you thought.
They're making cannons. Cannon. Cannonball. Cannons. 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 Getting medieval in this butt. What? No. That's not medieval. We're getting 1770s up in here. Did they have cannons in the Renaissance?
I don't know. So
when did they invent cannons?
I don't know. So he's like, I don't fucking know. You could I don't know, like if you had a bell make, I don't know, man, you could have some bells and shit. And she's like, I'm not gonna tell you shit then. Go the fuck away and come back when you figure it out. Fuck off. I'm busy.
It's cannons. We're making cannons. Cannon.
And she flirts with him? I forgot about this.
They've made out at one point. They kiss.
They do?
They do. They kiss. They don't kiss this time, but they kiss next time.
He turns around and she goes, I might think of kissing such a smart young man as you, if you did not belong to another.
Yeah, they start kissing later.
You have such a pretty bottom. And he's like, what the fuck?
Gus.
Yes?
They're calling me.
Yes, Allie?
They kiss later because, yeah.
They do?
Yeah, because Tylen kind of figures it out somehow, and she starts sticking knives in the bedpost every time she wants him after that.
Hate that. So I don't think they kiss.
Gus, I'm going to bet you $100.
Okay. So anyway, then there's just like fuzzy white noise for a little while.
That's how I feel whenever Tylen shows up.
That is the joke.
Oh. I didn't realize.
Because she burned all his clothes.
Boo.
And now he's wearing lace. And
No. She didn't burn all of his clothes.
She got rid of everything.
Confiscated his clothes.
Yes, she took everything except his hat and his scarf. And I don't want to talk about her. So
just making you be accurate.
He thinks about how Eludra's pretty.
Get it, Eludra.
We're not talking about any Thailand stuff at all, right?
Nah, no.
Okay, great. So we're gonna skip this. He's at the circus. Val and Luke is there. How's he?
He's doing great. He's
Doesn't
married.
Like Matt. He's married. Yeah. You remember who he's married to?
No.
Remember the woman who was like, "Get that fucking Nynaeve girl out of here." Yeah. She locked it down.
Good for her. It didn't seem like he was that difficult to lock down, to be honest.
No.
Maybe to stay locked down.
He considers asking Vannon to steal a horse for him.
He should do that. He should run away. Am I wrong? Run away and never return. He should be like, bye, Lynn.
He can't find... do you want to talk about any of this Ulver bullshit? Or do you just want to hit the button?
Can I just say, like, Ulver's hitting on women and it's gross and annoying and it's weird that they're, like, cool with it.
Yeah, they're like, oh, he's 10, it's so cute.
I had a student, like, try to flirt with me one time, and it was the most uncomfortable thing that's ever happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, boundaries, my dear, boundaries. Yeah, people don't think that's cute.
No.
It's just fucking weird.
And all the women, like, flirt with Matt.
He also should be a better influence on that kid.
Yeah. This is kind of funny. He pulls Ulver out and he goes, you could get yourself in deep trouble talking to women that way. Women like a man to be quiet and well-mannered. And reserved. Reserved and maybe a little shy. Cultivate those qualities and you'll do well. And Oliver looks at him and like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
The lad had a fistful of uncles looking after him, and everyone except Matt himself was a bad influence.
You're probably the worst influence there is.
I will say that particular element of this plot, I find kind of funny.
It is funny. He's like, who's teaching you this stuff? And I'm like, you.
So he goes, he finds Tom and Beslin. How are they?
They are plotting. And Matt's like, stop plotting. I'm plotting. Yeah. I'm the one who's plotting in this situation.
They are also Matt, Tom,
I think they're plotting against the Sean-chan.
Matt, Tom, etc. are also like, maybe we should, we're going to leave with Luca when he leaves. It's going to be great.
Oh, and Luca got to keep all of his horses because he...
Yeah! Sarandon.
Protected his Sean-chan.
Sarandon. Yeah. Remember Sarandon?
Yeah. And so they're like, as a thank you, you get to keep all of your horses because they're confiscating, like, half of the horses.
Yes.
Which, what if it's like their favorite? What if it's their, like, horses are pets? Am I wrong? That's like horrible to do to somebody. And there's all these merchants and stuff being like, how am I going to get my shit home?
So Beslin and Matt talk, and there's like fuzzy white noise for a little while. Actually, hold on. Here's what I can do. So Beslin and Matt talk. So that having been finished, they want to go back to the palace, and Oliver is like, can't wait to stare at some women's breasts.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Yeah, so then the dice start rolling, and that's the end of chapter 15.
And he's like, no, God, please, no.
Chapter 16, Allie, an unexpected encounter. Do you have any notes?
I do. Did I have them out? No. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Oh, fuck, the golem. Did I get a bingo square? I did.
Yeah, you said the golem attacks... Oh, God, I gotta check.
In a Budar.
Yeah, you did.
That's what I said. You love the guy who pretended to have friends. Just like Matt, am I right?
All right. Matt, still. He walks back to town. His leg kind of hurts because a wall fell on him, but he's better now. Hooray!
Hooray!
How's life under the Shanchan?
Sucks.
It's different.
Sucks.
Yeah, well, yeah.
They're fucking slavers.
They are slavers.
And colonizers. Fuck them.
He watches some Shanchan settlers show up, and he's like, huh. Including some wearing veils.
It looks like Tuon's hanging out. That's why the dice are rolling.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Lots of description of people. 1 horse in 5 had been taken from locals, and so as not to discourage trade, 1 in 10 from outlanders. Paid for, true, at a fair price in other days, but not nearly what the market would bear given the demand.
It's so mean. What if the horse was their buddy, their friend?
Yeah, I know. It's probably not.
How do you know?
If you have a shitload of horses, you can probably part with one.
Who says that they have a shitload of horses?
That's a good point.
Because they have a bunch of merchants who are sitting there like, how do I get my shit home?
You're right.
What if it's like War Horse in that movie War Horse?
They have spikes on the walls, heads on spikes, but it's like, this guy's a rapist. We cut his head off.
Okay, but everyone knows all the best people keep people's heads on spikes.
And it's a little sus. 2 placards marked Rebellion hung below the heads of the woman who had been mistress of the ships to the Atha en Mier and her master of the blades.
Damn.
So that's tough.
Just because they didn't want to be oppressed?
Yep.
So that seems like some bullshit.
So they, Tom and everyone, they kind of like mumble about how stupid this is. Tom goes, the return. While we were taking our ease with Luca, the Carini has arrived. Matt is like, yeah, well, it's a bunch of fucking normal dudes. I thought it was going to be like a big army, but like, there's a guy with a printing press. That guy's got a bunch of beer in his back.
Well, no, because all the people are still coming. They're like bringing a fuckload of people.
Yeah, they're reoccupying the Westlands.
Which, you know what everyone loves?
Colonizers?
Yep.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. They're like a fucking virus.
Beslin and Matt talk, and there's,
Didn't you love talking about Beslin and what he wanted to talk about?
Yeah, awesome. And he's like, hey, guys, don't do a rebellion. He's like, I understand that you want to do a rebellion,
but your head's gonna end up on a spike.
But let's think this through. Let's be careful about that, okay? You two are probably pretty high profile as it stands. Don't just get killed for no reason.
And Tom's like, I've been trying to get killed for no reason for several books now.
The dog snores. Very loud. Good for him.
He's running.
But yeah, Tom and Beslin are like, hey, you're lucky, right? What if we did rebellion shit with you? And Matt is like, what if we don't? We all swore their stupid fucking oath.
I don't want my head to end up on a spike. I've already been killed twice.
It's like, let's just hang on till Rand gets here, all right? It'll all work out, probably. Beslin is like, I don't think it will. These appear to be big fucking colonizer baddies. Suroth says I should marry one of their blood and shave the sides of my head. And Mother is listening to her. Suroth might pretend they are equals,
but I don't want to look like a theater major in the 2010s.
But she has to listen when Suroth speaks. No matter what Suroth says, Abu Dar isn't really ours anymore, and the rest won't be either. Maybe we can't push them out by force of arms, but we can make the country too hot to hold them. The White Cloaks found out. Ask them what they mean by the Altaran Noon. And Matt is like, I don't fucking care. I don't fucking know, man.
The Altaran Noon? So did Robert Jordan just watch a couple westerns?
Maybe. Matt's like, listen, if you want to get decapitated, you can get decapitated. But they have spies everywhere, right? Fucking everywhere, dude.
Fucking everywhere.
Beslin is like, okay, we'll see how you feel when they get to the Two Rivers in Andor.
Okay. Lest we forget, the Two Rivers already got absolutely fucked recently, and Andor got fucked by a Forsaken.
Well, his point is, let's see if you feel differently when your home is occupied.
His home already was occupied.
No.
Yeah, by White Cloaks.
And he couldn't go help.
Yeah.
He wanted to, but he couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he understands perfectly how Beslan feels.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. He's got a point. He's like, this is the crown prince, essentially, of this land. It has been occupied, and now he's being told, like, yeah, just fit in.
Well, yeah, because who's going to be really conspicuous in a rebellion plot?
No, you're right.
The most high-profile boy in the land.
I'm saying I sympathize with his desire to do something.
I sympathize with his desire to do something.
Yeah.
No one sympathizes with his desire to do something about a fucked up situation more than me.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, maybe keep your head down for a little while, tread some water, and look for opportunities.
Yeah.
Don't just, do something dumb. Though, granted, I don't think Tom was going to let Beslan do anything stupid.
No.
I'm just saying that Matt does understand a little bit what it's like to have your home be threatened.
Yeah. So the subtext of both of these chapters that we're not talking about is you-know-who. We're not going to talk about her. So
I stand by that decision.
Yeah, we already talked about this. It sucks.
So many times, and there's only so many times we can do it without it being total emotional labor. Yeah. And also we have nothing new or interesting to say about it. We just hate it.
Yeah, she's awful. And Matt's having a terrible time. And he wants to buy horses from Val and Luca.
And as am I with this plot line. So, there we go. He wants to buy horses from Luca because Luca's the only person that has any.
Yep. So he heads down an alley and...
Never, ever head down an alley by yourself. Mistake number 1. If you're ever in a book series, no alleyways for you.
10 strides into the shadows, his foot came down on something that didn't squish, and he went down in the freezing mud with a grunt, twisting at the last instant so he did not land on his bad leg. Icy liquid immediately soaked through his coat. He hoped it was water.
No, gross. Alley juice.
He grunted again when... I had to lie in an alley once for a TV shoot. That was gross.
I know, gross.
He grunted again when boots landed on his shoulder. The fellow toppled off him, cursing and skidding deeper into the alley on the mud, and went to one knee.
Taviran.
Just managing to catch himself against the side of the tavern short of falling flat himself, Matt's eyes were accustomed to the dim light, enough for him to make out a slender, nondescript man.
Slender man?
A man with what appeared to be a large scar on his cheek. Not a man, though. A creature he had seen rip out his friend's throat with one bare hand.
Is the scar from
the medallion, yeah.
Yeah.
And take a knife out of its own chest and throw it back at him. And the thing would have landed right in front of him in easy reach if he'd not tripped.
Damn.
All that flashed through his head in the time it took the golem to catch itself against the wall and turn its head.
Thousands of these fucking medallions.
To glare at him. And Matt is like, oh, fuck.
Exactly, Petey.
So how's this fight? It's a fight, right? It's a good fight. How's it go?
Yeah, he rips his medallion off of his neck and basically whips it around trying to hit him.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? On paper, really cool. To see it, this guy trying to smack another guy with a necklace. With a necklace,
I know.
Hilarious. And so Jane Farstrader shows up.
A guy shows up.
It's Jane Farstrader.
So he's fighting. He's trying to get back into the street proper because he thinks the golem won't continue fighting him in the street.
Yeah, probably not.
And he hears...
Get somewhere with witnesses.
This guy yells, "He's down this alley! Follow me, hurry! He'll get away!" And the golem looks at him and it looks at the alleyway mouth and it goes, "I am ordered to avoid notice, save by those I harvest. So he will live a little longer. A little longer." And it runs away, and Matt runs after it, and he's like, "This is probably not a good idea, but..."
No, but when has Matt ever had a good idea? And then it, goes into a hole.
Yeah.
Like Mordeth did.
Very much like Mordeth, and you asked me, is Mordeth a golem?
And then I realized, no, because they're different kinds of evil.
Yeah, because Mashadar would destroy him, probably. And then, so he's standing there, watches the thing go through this little tiny hole, and then, "I don't think I've ever seen the like," someone said quietly beside him.
And I'm Jane Farstrader.
And Matt gave a start at realizing he was no longer alone. The speaker was a stoop-shouldered, white-haired old man with a large, hooked nose planted in the middle of a sad face.
Hooked nose, huh? Where is Jane Farstrader from? Saldia.
No, Manetherin.
No.
No, I'm sorry, Malkir. He's a Malkiri.
I thought he was from Chaldea.
Nope, Malkir.
Are you positive?
I am 100% sure that he's a Malkiri.
Okay, still. Hooked nose. Borderlands. Borderlander. Borderlander. Borderlander.
He was sliding a very long dagger into a sheath beneath his coat.
Gus?
And Matt is like, yeah, kind of, yes.
Is he a now defunct bookstore?
Because he's from the borders?
Yes.
The guy goes, Matt's like, yeah, well, I saw something kind of like that in Shatter Logoth once, casually. And the guy goes, not many survive a visit there.
And I would know because I'm Jane fucking Farstrider.
I gotta give him a better voice. I can't keep that up. Whatever took you to Shatter Logoth? Matt is like, well, where's the dudes you were yelling about me?
And he's like, I pretended like I had friends.
Yeah, so what do you think of this old guy?
Which is a smart move. One befitting one Jane fucking Elizabeth Farstrider.
I'm not certain anyone out there understood what I was shouting. It's hard enough understanding them. Anyway, I thought it might scare off the fellow. Seeing that, though, I think maybe you and I both have the Dark One's own luck. Matt is like, maybe, hey, by the way, I didn't give you my name, man, I'm sorry. I should introduce myself to the man who saved my neck. I'm Matt Cawthon. Are you new come to Abu Dar? You'll have a hard time finding a place to sleep. He took care with the gnarled hand the other man put in his. It was all knobs, as if every bone had been broken at the same time and healed badly.
Oh my god, he's so Jane Farstrider. Holy shit.
He had a strong grip, though.
Yeah, because he's Jane Farstrider.
I'm Noel Cherin.
Oh, bullshit.
No, I've been here some time. But my pallet in the attic of the Golden Ducks is now occupied by a
The Golden Ducks?
A fat Ilianer oil merchant.
The Golden Ducks?
Yes, the Golden Ducks.
The Golden Ducks!
It'll not be the first time I've slept rough, even in a city. And Matt is like, yeah, you know what, man? Fuck that. You want to come hang out at the palace? It'll be fucking awesome.
You want to sleep in some straw?
The dice are still going crazy. If they were warning of something worse than the Golem, he did not want to know. Only he would. There was no doubt of that.
It is worse. It's a
Collin
colonizer.
He would when it was too late. So what do you think of Noel Cherin? I'm going to say Cherin. What do you think of Noel Cherin?
He's Jane Farstrider.
Is Noel Cherin?
Gus. No way, Jose.
You don't buy it?
No.
Why? How, is every old man Jane Farstrider? Because it seems like every old man is Jane Farstrider.
No, it's just this guy. It's been this guy the whole time. What do you mean every old man is Jane Farstrider? It's been the same old man this whole time. This is Jane Farstrider. Ah! Does he have a gold ring? No, but his hand is fucked up. Why would his hand be fucked up? Forsaken. It's Jane Farstrider.
His last name is not Farstrider.
Well, yeah. Farstrider is, his stage name.
Oh. Okay, so Jane Farstrider is actually named Noel Cherin.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. His name Farstrider is not a real last name.
So,
I'm right.
Okay, well, maybe.
It's Cherin. I'm so excited.
So this old man, Noel Cherin, says, well, that's the end of the chapter, actually, the end of chapter 16. Chapter 17, Allie.
Yes.
We're going to skip a lot of it. It's called Pink Ribbons.
Oh, we're skipping the whole thing.
Pretty much.
Wasn't it so fun talking about Chapter 17?
Does anything happen we have to talk about?
Oh, okay. Do you want to hear my notes?
Yeah, drop your notes.
Because I didn't talk about anything What's-Her-Face related. But I said, I don't care what else happens in these books. Someone needs to feed that dog. There's like a sad, skinny dog walking around, and I'm like, I don't give a shit what happens to any of the characters but that dog now.
Yeah.
I hate literally everything about how the Damani are treated.
Yes.
Oh, he was surprised that someone not attractive was smart or something. And I said, ugly people can read, Matt. Good God. And I wrote, could this random old man be the old man?
You seem to think so.
I seem to know so. Come on. Please.
All right.
Just give it to me.
Matt,
just tell me that I'm right.
I will not. Matt goes through Abu Dar, he goes through the Malhara, he gets to somebody's house. I don't know whose house. It's a palace, though. And Suroth also lives there now.
Cool.
So this place is just great. Everybody cool lives in this palace. He takes Noel to the stable, talks to
and then people talk about things, but we're going to talk about that so in depth. Wow, wasn't it fun that we talked about that so in depth?
Yeah, Allie, that was a great section that we talked about with all the Damani in it. That was so fun. But yeah, they're exercising the Damani because fuck the Shanchan.
Fuck the Shanchan.
Teslin is a Damani now.
Thanks, I hate it.
That's sad. Remember Teslin?
No.
Teslin was the one who, when she found Matt and everybody in town, was like, hey, idiots, what the fuck are you doing here, idiots? And then when they were leaving, they were like, maybe you should leave if just in case, Shanchan, right? And she was like, fuck that, they're not real. I seem to remember this.
Oh, well, play stupid games.
I guess.
Win stupid prizes.
Matt is sad. He says,
can't imagine why.
Better than being dead, I suppose. And Noel goes, do you believe that? And Matt's like, honestly, not sure.
Huh. Wow. Couldn't apply to his present situation.
He does think that specifically himself, yes.
But this is funny.
So he gets back to the palace, and the Red Arms are like, oh, did you get the
He literally considers whether it would be better to be dead.
Yes.
Anyway.
So he gets back to the palace, and the Red Arms are like, you get jumped? We need to beat the shit out of someone? What's going on? What can we do? And he's like, ask this old, crusty man I found. He's going to sleep with you guys. He's awesome. I love him.
Here's an old, crusty man who's going to sleep with you.
He'll be bedding in here with you. He saved my life tonight. And they're like, fuck yeah, old man. Who wants a beer?
Oh, yeah. It was very cute how they treated this guy. And the guy's got hella great stories.
I love Vannon. Yeah.
Totally not Jane Farstrider has great stories, huh?
That brought exclamations of shock and cries of approbation for Noel, not to mention slaps on the back that almost toppled the old fellow. Vannon went so far as to mark his place in the book with a fat finger and sit up on the side of his thin mattress. I love Vannon so much.
I adore him.
He was like, shit, man, you did what? All right, back to the book.
No. He went, all right, I'm going to, save my place in this fire-ass book to be like, hey.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then he goes back to the book.
So Noel sits down and starts telling an extremely elaborate tale of this adventure.
Does he have great adventure stories?
Playing down his own role and even making himself a bit of a buffoon, slipping in the mud and gaping at the Golam while Matt fought like a champion. The man was a natural storyteller.
Oh, is he?
As good as a gleeman for making you see what he described.
He could almost have written a book.
Harnan and the Red Arms laughed genially, knowing what he was about, not stealing their captain's thunder, and approving of it. But laughter died when he came to Matt's attacker slipping away through a tiny hole in the wall. He made you see that, too. Vannon put down his book and spat through his teeth again. The Golam had left Vannon and Harnan half dead in the Rahad. Half dead because it was after other prey. And Matt's like, yeah, so everybody be on the lookout for a T-1000. It wants to be dead for some reason. It probably played at dice with me sometime, I don't recall. None of you has to worry, as long as you don't get between it and me.
Meanwhile, I'll just be swinging my necklace around.
He goes, all right, so anyway, everyone, you're going to...
And I'm going to put corks in all the holes.
Y'all are going to get on the first ship leaving for Ilion, take Ulver and Tom and Joylin, and Niram and Lopin, and Tomani's should already be there, so just meet up with him, and fuck, and this is... I'm just going to read none of this, actually. Well, do you want to read this sentence? That he would rather see the Golam than a certain somebody?
He'd rather see the Golam than Thailand.
Yep. All right. So,
but Matt, this is a consensual relationship, and Matt's really happy.
So they're all like, "Dude, we're not going to leave. Sorry."
Aww. I would have a very different answer prepared.
Yeah.
I wonder if there was one guy that was like, "Oh man, yeah, we'll leave." Okay, and then everyone else was like, "I'm not leaving," and he's like, "Oh, to him is there,"
and
to him
is already packed.
He's him's like, oh, great, I had a go bag ready.
No, yeah, we'll stay for sure.
And everyone's like, we're going to stay with you, Matt. And to him is like, yeah.
Matt goes, you're all mad. Just because it wants me doesn't mean it won't kill you if you get in the way. The offer stays open. Anyone who comes to his senses can go.
But Tim doesn't want to be the only one who goes.
Noel goes, I've seen your like before. Some men have an air about them that makes other men follow where they lead. Some lead to devastation, others to glory.
And to him is like, I want to lead to a pottery barn.
I think your name may go into the history books.
I would like this to lead to a Panera bread. I need a bread bowl. That's to him.
So Matt goes into the palace. He's filthy. He's kind of doing this on purpose. Joylin Sandar is there.
Oh, yeah. He's being filthy on purpose so someone wouldn't want to touch him. But this is totally a consensual and fun thing that we're doing.
He sees Joylin Sandar, and he's like, Tom trying to get you in on all this getting killed bullshit. You can leave if you want.
Okay, we've got all of the people that we need for the Tower of Genji. We've got Joylin Sandar, we've got Matt Cawthon, and we have Tom.
Interesting. According to your theory, anyway, yeah. Mm-hmm. Joylin's like, fuck it, I'll stay too. It's fine.
I mean, sure.
Even so, and Matt goes, take her with you. And if she won't go, well, who do you think?
Aludra? Whoa, right. Joylin's got a relationship with somebody.
Yeah.
But it's a secret.
It's unsure who it could be.
Does this count as Joylin having a plot?
Maybe. No. Maybe.
No. Does this count as Tom having a plot? Since he is literally plotting?
Will it come to anything? That's the question.
No. Probably not.
So yeah, Joylin's like, fuck it, I'll stay. And Matt is like, God damn it, dude.
And to him is again like, can someone else go with?
So Matt kicks open the doors to Shithead's apartments, and all of a sudden the dice stop. The worst person is there, along with Surath.
And Tuon.
Yes. Seated at her side was a little girl of all things, also in an elaborately flowered robe over pleated white skirts, but with a sheer veil covering her entire head. It seemed to be shaved completely, and wearing a fortune in rubies. Even in a state of shock, he noticed rubies and gold. A slender woman, nearly as dark as her stark black gown, and tall, even had she been Aiel, stood behind the girl's chair with her arms folded in ill-concealed impatience. Her wavy black hair was short, but not shaved at all, so she was neither of the blood nor Sojin. Imperiously beautiful, she put the worst person and Surath both in the shade. He noticed beautiful women, too, even when he did feel hit in the head with a hammer.
Yeah, see, here's my problem. He thinks Tuon's a child.
Yes.
I think that's gross.
It's, yeah.
A little girl?
Yes, no, you're right.
Okay, I don't like that.
I agree that it's sketchy. I will also say, Matt, as we have said before, is all about the casual misogyny.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to like large boobs, and perhaps is diminishing her because she doesn't have him in his head.
Well, that's problematic in a different way.
Yes, it is.
Problematic.
Yes, it is. I'm not defending that.
Yeah. Women with small boobs are great. We love them.
Yep.
I love titties.
Yep.
Small titties, large titties. Hooray for titties. Everyone loves boobs. I don't care if you're flat as a board or have jugs the size of mountains. We are all beautiful and worthy of love. And fuck anybody who says otherwise.
So Tuon stands up and goes, "This man has been set upon. You told me the streets were safe, Surath. I'm displeased."
And Matt's like, is Bug Bite Titties talking? How dare she?
Surath goes, "I assure you, Tuon, the streets of Abu Dar are as safe as the streets of Shandar itself." And Matt is like, why the fuck is she anxious talking to this sassy child? Kaval come in.
And at the time that I had read this, I thought that she was actually a child.
Yes.
And so I was like, this is really gross and I hate it.
"I'm displeased, Surath," the girl said again. "You've recovered much, and that will please the Empress, may she live forever. But your ill-considered attack eastward was a disaster that must not be repeated. And if the streets of this city are safe, how can he have been set upon?" And Surath is like, I don't know, man. And he goes, I fell down.
Yeah, that's not true. That's a very bad excuse.
And then Anath grabs Tuon's wine cup and hurls it into the fireplace.
Jesus.
And goes,
"That's dramatic."
"You were being foolish, Tuon. Suroth has the situation here well in her control. What happened to the East can happen in any battle. You must stop wasting time on ridiculous trifles.
Damn. Someone seems really defensive.
And Tuon goes,
of the dark friend.
You may be right enough. Time and the omens will tell. But the young man plainly is lying. Perhaps he fears Tylan's anger. But his injuries clearly are more than he could sustain falling down. Unless there are cliffs in the city I have not seen. So anyway, he, blah, 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 blah. She walks up to him, and because he's like, oh, y'all hit me with a fucking fireball when you invaded. I had a rough time. And Tuon is like, you fought against us? And he goes, yeah, but I did. Now I'm not.
But now we're friends.
It's chill now.
I fought against you as a friend.
And Anath,
no, I was excited about the fireballs.
Anath is like, look, if you want this man, buy him and get it over with.
And then she's like, how much? And I'm like, now see, this is why we don't like you.
They're gonna make Tylan part of the blood. That's choice.
And they're gonna shave her head and shit.
Yeah. Anyway, wow. And that's the end of chapter 17. Chapter 18, Allie, an offer. That's the logo. What is it?
There's a bug helmet.
Do you have notes?
Yep. Matt and Aludra kissing. Better be careful, because I don't think What's-Her-Face will take that well. Why don't we call her What's-Her-Face?
What's-Her-Face works.
Oh, the Matt-sogyny. And that's it. Because then What's-Her-Face starts fucking around, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
not
not
taking
doing
notes
that.
on any of that shit.
No, we're gonna not. So and if you want to know our thoughts on pink ribbons, you won't get them. You can go back. You can listen to any of our other stuff.
It's going to be basically everything that we have thought about this from day one.
Yeah, so you can just go back and listen to that again.
It's fucked up. That's all we're going to say.
The weather sucks. News comes around that a dude got his throat ripped the fuck out, and Matt is like, uh-oh, it's my boy, back again. That's rough. All of his men don't want to leave.
Except for to him.
To him is like, guys, I can just go out to the gas station and get us some milk and then come back. It'll be great.
And
no,
we
have milk. Fuck.
We're all lactose intolerant.
Are we out of anything? And they're like, no, we got it. Oliver, thinking about boobs. All right, moving on. Matt and Oliver keep playing Snakes and Foxes. They play it every day, which I think is very sweet.
Well, he's got to get some practice in for the Tower of Genji.
Tom and Bestlin are hanging out a lot. Joylin gets beaten badly because he was somewhere he shouldn't be.
Okay, so he's definitely hooking up with, one of the, slaves.
Probably. It had to be a woman, though the thief catcher refused to say. Matt suspected one of the Shan Chan noblewomen. One of the palace servants could have met him in his own room, with Tom out of it so much. Not Suroth or Tuon, to be sure, but they were not the only Shan Chan high blood in the palace. Most of the Shan Chan nobles rented rooms, or more often whole houses in the city.
But why would he be beaten for being there?
Yeah, I think Matt is forgetting that the high blood can do what they want.
Yeah, I feel like it's gotta be someone in a servile position. I feel like the punishment for hooking up with a Damani would be worse.
I don't think the Damani would.
Beaten.
Yeah, I think that they would just be disgusted.
But maybe one of those sheer-robed people.
A Dakoval?
Yeah.
Could be. Do we know any of Suroth's Dakoval?
Do we?
I don't know.
Oh.
Doesn't she have Leandrin? Leandrin's not Dakoval, but she has Leandrin with her, doesn't she?
Oh my god, if Joylin's hooking up with Leandrin...
Wouldn't that be fucking nuts?
That'd be fucking nuts. There's no way that's true, though. Oh, but there is somebody else, isn't there? It's not Amalisa.
No. Similar.
Whatever her name is. The Tanchico lady.
Amathira.
Yes.
Amathera
Oh my god,
might be there.
That would be wild.
Well, remember, he kind of liked her back in book 4.
Did he?
Yeah. He thought she was kind of cute.
Oh, right, because the people in these books have to fall in love with like the
first fucking person they meet. Yes, that's right. So,
because again, Robert Jordan decides these books by playing MASH.
He absolutely does. So more and more Shan-Chan are arriving. That's great. No, it's not. Lots of Shan-Chan, lots of Shan-Chan beasts of burden and what have you.
Sure.
There's Death Watch guards and gardeners.
Cool.
So, it's an occupation, and this appears to be their capital now.
Yeah, that sucks. Everything about this sucks. I hate it. It's bad.
Shan-Chan flowed out from Abu Dar, and news flowed in. Even when they had to sleep in the attic, merchants preened in the common rooms of inns, smoking their pipes and telling what they knew that no one else did, so long as the telling did not affect their profits. The merchants' guards cared little for profits they would not share, and told everything, some of it true. Seamen spread tales for anyone who would buy a mug of ale, or better, hot spiced wine, and when they had drunk enough, they talked even more, of ports they had visited, and events they had witnessed, and likely dreams they'd had after the last time their heads were full of fumes. Still, it was clear the world outside Abu Dar was seething like the sea of storms. Tales of Aiel looting... Okay, so recapping. Things we already know, catching that up. The news that shook the city most, though, was of Rand. Matt tried his best not to think of him or Perrin, but avoiding those odd swirls of color in his head was difficult when the Dragon Reborn was on everyone's lips.
He's on everyone's lips right now.
And only one person is on his lips. It's a cunnilingus joke.
Oh.
You not?
I thought it was a kissing joke.
Okay, well that's very pure of you.
I went to Catholic school, and I draw the line at female pleasure.
Mm-hmm,
so, we all know that.
Listen. All right, so... And then we get another thing of like, here's all the rumors that are going around. It's fun. And the Shan-Chan are having a time. And then...
I really love our in-depth discussion.
Me too. There. I love how much time we're giving this plot line. And I love that he burned all this shit. So, that is great. He burned all this stuff that she gave him.
Good. Burn it again. Maybe burn her this time. I hope she dies horribly. I've never rooted for someone to die more in my life.
So he goes to this inn called the Wandering Woman. Furyk Kharid is there. That's cool.
Ooh, this plotline is interesting.
Yeah, run me through it.
Okay, so he goes there to see Sedlenon.
Yes.
Who is a 10 out of 10.
Love her. Best of the best.
10 out of 10.
Furyk Kharid is there.
Oh, but Matt's starting to smuggle his shit into this
He's smuggling his shit into the inn.
So that he can run away. And I'm like, fuck yes.
He's like, hey, what's going on with the kin? And also Nynaeve and Elaine, are they okay? And she's like, yep, they're good. As far as I know, they're good.
And he's like, great, because I'm going to leave. This sucks.
Sorry, she asks him that. And he says, yeah, as far as I know, they're good. She goes, good. I'd be pained had any of them been collared. And he's like, shut the fuck up. We're in public.
Yeah, but that would have been a shame.
Oh, God. And then we're going to skip... wow, good. And then she shares her thoughts on...
I really appreciated that in-depth...
Me too. It was great conversation. I'm glad that we're bringing up this so much. Niram's there. He's great. Yeah, he's working on smuggling stuff out. He stashes the Shandarai in someone's rooms. And then he goes to look for a bell founder, and he finds a bell founder, and he's like, what can you tell me about Illuminators? And what's the guy say?
I don't remember.
Get the fuck out of my office.
Oh, so that wasn't very helpful.
I couldn't tell you shit about Illuminators. They seem stupid and pointless. Now leave.
Well, that's rude.
If my lord will excuse me, I'm very busy. The High Lady Suroth has commissioned 13 bells for a victory set. The largest bells ever cast anywhere.
Oh god, those are going to be so annoying.
And Kalwyn Sertoma will cast them. And he's like, I'm so good at this. And it's like, casting victory bells for a victory over your own city, dog.
Yeah, that's not a good look for Castwin Bell, or whatever your name is. What's his name?
Kalwyn Sertoma.
Oh, whatever. Castwin Bell. The bell caster. Get it?
That's funny.
That's what I thought his name was.
Oh my god, he does make out with Eludra.
I told you.
Ah! How did I forget this?
I told you they make out.
How is this not the only thing anyone ever talks about?
I told you they make out. And then after that, Tyling gets gets worse.
Matt attempted to make Eludra relent, but the woman might as well have been cast bronze herself. Well, she was considerably softer than bronze once she finally let him, I don't like that, put an arm around her, yet kisses that left her trembling did nothing to slacken her resolve. She allowed no more than kisses, but she was very enthusiastic about those. She goes, I do not believe in telling a man more than he needs to know. Men gossip, yes? Chatter, 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 and you yourselves don't know what you'll say next. Besides, maybe I've made you the puzzle just to make you return, yes? Dude, what the fuck? How did I forget this?
I have no idea.
I think I just blacked out all of these chapters.
I'm starting to get, though, why Eludra did so well in the Grinwald
What the fuck? How did I forget that Matt and Eludra, are making out?
I bet you $100.
You were right.
Pay up. I take Venmo.
We are married.
I know. I would just want to pass this $100 back and forth every time we're right about something.
How did I forget this?
I don't know. It certainly made an impression on me.
God, this is like an oasis. I feel like I found an island in the middle of the ocean. It's like something mostly good is happening.
I don't know. Two people that should make out made out.
How did I? Oh my God.
Unfortunately, it gets bad after this.
Yeah, well, you know what?
She starts putting a knife in a bedpost every time she wants.
I'll keep hitting it.
Are we censoring women, Gus?
We're censoring
I get it.
her. Anath keeps telling Tuon she wants to beat her with a strap. What's going on?
Why are we employing this woman?
What's going on with Anath and Tuon?
Well, if I was Tuon, I'd push Anath down the stairs.
This is the worst sort of stupidity, girl. A taste of the strap will set you right and clear your head of nonsense. Ask for it and be done.
This feels abusive.
And Surath is like, this is fucked up. This is unnaturally fucked up for a truth speaker. And she goes, you do not understand, Surath. Tuath's sigh stirred the veil covering her face. Covering, but not concealing. She looked resigned. He'd been shocked to learn she was only a few years younger than he. He would have said more like 10. Well, 6 or 7. The omens say otherwise, Anath, the girl said calmly and not at all in anger. Be assured, I'll tell you if they change. I just want to go back to the part where Matt and Eludra are making out.
Let's not make out.
How did I forget?
Maybe because it's immersed in so much bullshit.
So he goes back to his rooms. Mm-hmm. Well, the rooms. And someone's there. Who is it?
Not what's her
Not what's her face, no.
Someone's in his room?
Tuon.
Oh.
She's sitting there with the Ashanda Rai.
Oh, and she's like, how much for it? And she's like, I'll pay double whatever you paid. And he's like, well, considering I died for it, I don't think I would pay that price twice.
Ravens were an imperial sigil to the Shan Chan. That veiled face swiveled toward him. A pretty face, really. Might even have been beautiful if she ever stopped looking as though she was about to bite off a mouthful of wood.
Oh, she'd be so pretty if she smiled.
He no longer thought she looked like a boy. Those tight, wide belts she always wore made sure you noticed what curves were there, but she was the next thing to it. And there's nothing wrong with looking androgynous.
No.
That's not the problem.
Androgynous people are hot.
What's the problem?
The problem is that he's like, she'd be so pretty if she smiled, which is a big fuck no from me. And then the other women don't have to smile fucking ever.
No.
And the other thing is he's being very casually misogynistic about the fact that she's a woman who's a little bit of a straight up and down woman instead of a curvy woman.
Yes.
And you know what? Straight up and down women are hot. They can wear clothes so well.
I don't see Tylin owning a thing like this, so it must be yours. What is it? How did you come to possess it? He's like, it's a spear.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. So I went into this place with people who are also foxes.
I bought it.
One of them was wearing human skin.
I'll give you 10 times the price you paid. Name it. And he's like,
I died.
I died. Only a fool would pay it 1 time, let alone 10. And then she just leaves. And then she starts kind of following him around and just showing up places where he's at. What do you think's going on here?
I think she thinks that he's her husband to be.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Because of that prophecy.
Yeah.
That fortune she got
They were
told.
like, a guy with a funny hat. You'll be marrying a guy with a funny hat with funky jewelry. And an eye patch. But that's later. That's what I assume, because he's going to lose an eye.
You think so?
Uh-huh.
Matt is very uncomfortable with this, understandably. Golan doesn't show up for a while.
I hope it rips Thailand apart.
He goes and makes out with Eludra some more. How the fuck did I forget this?
Yeah, he makes out with Eludra multiple times. $200.
I cannot believe that I forgot this.
I take Zelle. I take Cole's cash.
He smuggles all his stuff out into the other thing. Yep, and that's the end of chapter 18. Thanks for listening, everyone. We have social media. If you want to know what we've got going on, it's linked down below. We also have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/wheeltakes. And you can always leave us a rating and a review, which helps a lot. Other than that, anything else, Sally?
Do you think that after they were done kissing, Matt went, "Baby, you're a firework"?
That's amazing. Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye. Thank you again for listening. This was Wheel Takes with Ali and Gus. Music by Alexander Nakarada.